Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RX 9060 XT Power Color HellHound edition of the card. It's going to be the 60GB model of the card. We're going to be playing Battlefield 6. I'm going to be pairing with the Ryzen 9000X 3D, and I'm going to be running 32GB of DDR5. Here's how the GPU looks inside of the ASUS operating case. Alright guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so we're starting out with 4K. Let me show you guys the settings. So we're starting out with 4K high settings, and I do have FSR native AA enabled as well, and we are flying the jet straight away, guys. It's my favorite thing to do in this game, so let's just fly the jet for a little bit, not for too long, but yeah, we're getting around 60 FPS with these settings, which is not too bad. Hopefully you guys can hear me well as well, because this jet is so loud. It's actually insane. It's actually really loud. Why am I... Wait, where's the... I don't know what happened to the game, because before when I was playing I was getting the guided missiles, and now I don't even have them, so I don't really know what the hell happened to the game. I don't know if they removed it over like the hour that I've not been playing, but that makes no sense completely. It's really hard to play like this, to be fair, guys, with 50 60 FPS in this game, because it does drop quite a bit as well. I'm gonna try and be silk here, but I'm not really that good with it, with the jet. Especially with this FPS, it's so hard. Yeah, I'm not really that good with this one. But yeah, guys, we're getting around 50, 60 FPS. It's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. And of course, you're not going to be playing with these settings and this card probably, so nothing to really worry about too much. I'm going to change the settings in a minute as well. Probably going to cut out a little bit, guys, when I'm flying with this jet, because it's loud as hell as well, and also I'm not really doing much. So alright guys, so we're still in 4K of course, and FSR quality. Let me show you high settings as well. There you go. I'm back on the ground now. I don't know what the hell's going on with my screen. Some weird glitch or something. What are these guys doing, mate? Flipping over each other tanks. We're getting around 70 FPS. It's not bad, guys, but then again, it is dropping a little bit to 50, so I do feel, it doesn't feel that great, but it's not bad at all as well. It's still playable. But you do want to get more FPS in this game, guys. Like, you don't want to be getting 60 FPS, because it does drop quite a bit as well, and the game's finished. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next game, I guess. Right guys, so we're back. We're still on the same map, because I literally just left and I joined back again after that game finished, because I was put on that New York map, and I don't really like that map. There's a lot of campers with the snipers and stuff, so yeah, I'm not on that map anymore, so I was actually able to get back into this one. But yeah, I mean, it's 60 70 FPS. It is playable, but I don't recommend it, guys. I do recommend like 120 FPS, something like that in this game, because you don't really want to get less than that. It does drop as well in this game a lot, because there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of explosions and stuff, so you do want to get a little bit more FPS than 60. Around 60 70 FPS. I'm going to put FSR balance on, and we'll see how much FPS we're going to get there. Right guys, so we have FSR balance now, and let me show you. So we're still playing with where am I going? There you go. We're playing still with high settings and still in 4K, of course. There you go. It's probably the last setting I'm going to test, guys, and I'm just going to go straight to 4040p, and then I'm going to even test 1080p as well, just because this card it's actually a good 1080p card as well. So yeah, 4040p 1080p, probably the best. That's probably the best thing to play on with this card. So I'm so focused on talking I can't even aim. Alright, we're back in. We're getting literally like, I don't know, 70 80 FPS now, so we're getting like 70 FPS more than we were getting before with quality. I mean, it is good, but like I said before, you do want to get around 120 130, because it does drop. There's a lot of explosions. Look at this, guys, just helicopters flying down, jets flying down. There's a lot of stuff going on, so you do definitely want to get more FPS than 60 70. Well, you can still play like this if you really wanted to. I know many people are not going to play with this card in 4K, so but I'm still showing it, just to show you guys what the card is actually capable of. But I know many people are not going to play like this, so. But yeah, we're going to go to 4040p in a minute. I'm just going to maybe shoot a tank or something like that. And oh, press the wrong button there. Let me put some of these down. Right, guys, so we're in 4040p. High settings, and I did put native FSR native AA on as well. You guys can see FSR's turned off at the moment. And yeah, let me show you that it's 4040p as well. There you go. I'm testing high settings because I was thinking like there's no point testing, you know, overkill or ultra settings because, you know, it is a 9060 XT, guys. It's not, you know, a 9070 XT or a 9070. Like, I do want to test like reasonable settings, so I thought these settings are quite reasonable so far. You know, we're getting 80s. Of course, when we enable FSR quality, we're probably going to get around 100. It's still going to be quite, you know, I mean, there's going to be, I mean, we'll see what the FPS is going to be like. I'm guessing it's going to be around 100, but we'll see how it's actually going to be like. But yeah, we're getting, let me quickly turn on my counter as well. I think these are pretty reasonable settings so far, but still, we're not getting that 120 FPS, sadly, so we'll see how it goes with the FSR quality, but we spawn in here. Let me restart the counter again, because I have to spawn in again, of course. There's going to be a lot of dying in this game, guys, so you have to bear with me. Hopefully, I will test like all the settings you guys are looking for me to test, but... And I'm back again, of course, I had to get tapped. Also, guys, go and watch my 9070 XT and 9070 videos, because I think you might like it, and I've tested a lot of like settings in there as well, so... Don't know if any of you are interested if you want to watch that. Some of them got quite a lot of views. I mean, I think the 9070 XT video got decent views. I think the 9070 video didn't get like crazy views, but still some people were interested. I'm actually thinking about selling that card because I'm not really getting a lot of like people watching about that card, like watching videos with that card. So, oh, there you go. We sorted a few of them out. Right, guys. So we have still high settings on for some quality now as well, and we're still in 4040p. I just had to go and blow my nose out because I have such a bad cold today. I don't know what's going on. Woke up and I keep sneezing and everything, so if I do have any moments that I'm sneezing or anything, I'll try and cut it out as well. But yeah, we're in the tank now. I'm getting 110 FPS and it's way smoother now. I think this is actually pretty decent for this card, I have to say, guys. Really playable now and definitely feels better than it did with 80 FPS. But yeah, we're going to go into the action. We'll see if it drops anymore. Hopefully there's not a lot of drops, but... This nose is so annoying, guys. I'm probably going to have to cut off the video because I keep literally sneezing all the time. It's so annoying. But yeah, this is pretty decent. I'm going to test 1080p in a minute as well. First, I want to see 4040p. Might actually try balance out as well in a minute. There you go. Shoot him there. Whoa, did I not hit him? What the hell's going on with this game? Bro. How is he not getting hit with this? As you guys can see, look at the FPS. It's dropping so much when there's a lot of action in the game. We are going to die here now, sadly, but... How is it not hitting him? We're literally on him. Yeah, the FPS drops are actually quite insane, I have to say. Probably going to cut that action while I was in the tank, because literally we were just shooting constantly, just zoomed in, so you couldn't really see much, but we were dropping to 80 FPS, guys, from 110, 115, so it was a big drops there. It's just a lot of, you know, action, like I said, in this game. Like, there's a lot of stuff exploding and everything, so... I don't know if to test, like, lower settings as well, like medium settings or low settings with this card. Like, I don't know if you guys want to see that or not. I'm not really 100% sure if I should test it, because, you know, I have to keep leaving the game and stuff. It's pretty annoying to do that. I'm not really sure if anyone's going to be playing with medium settings. They probably do look good as well. Like, I think I might actually test medium settings in a minute with FSR quality, but... Also, I don't get one thing about this game. You hit someone with a rocket and they don't die. Like, just makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, guys, so I put FSR on balance now. Still high settings, as you guys can see there. And we're still in 1440p as well. And we only got around 5 FPS, 6 FPS more. I was standing in the same place and I was looking how much FPS I was getting. And I was getting like 120 and now we were getting like 125. So, yeah, around 5 FPS more from FSR quality to balance. So, not really that Not really that impressive, I would say, but... And I think we're going to die off the bat. It's a bit hard to play with the tank if you have no engineers, and as you guys can see, I'm not... Oh, we do actually have an engineer out of nowhere. There he is. And also, I'm just not focused on the game, really. I'm just focused on the performance. I'm not really going to be playing, like, grey or anything, but... As you guys probably saw already, I'm not playing that good because I'm just talking constantly, but... Okay, buddy. Hit him, like, 4 times. Douche, finally we hit him. Right, perfect. The thing is, guys, we're gonna keep shooting them there, and it doesn't really do much because... Alright, we're gonna try and go in there, but there's a lot of action. We're not really... We're dropping a little bit of FPS, but it's not crazy as well. There you go. You just tried to bomb me then, the little bloke. There you go. Sorting these guys out. Let me sort these guys out. And finally blew me up with this little... Whatever that was, some C4 or something. Alright guys, so I thought I'm going to put medium settings on, and there you go, medium settings, and we have FSR quality. Let me actually show you all the settings as well, so there you go. Just a medium preset basically, and 4040p still, guys. And it's way smoother than it was before, guys, for me now. Like, it feels way smoother. It feels way smoother when I move my mouse. Like, before, it still felt a little bit laggy and stuff, but now it definitely feels really smooth. Medium settings seem to be really good, actually. And, you know, we're getting 120 FPS, so... Of course, I keep fucking dying, bro. I'm gonna keep dying in this game. It's just so annoying. You guys should see the other videos. It's actually pretty funny, but... I forgot to mention the GPU, the memory usage. We're seeing 8 GB of VRAM now, which is finally, you know, under control, I would say, because I've seen another... Sorted. It's so smooth now, guys. Honestly, it's so smooth. Honestly, it's so smooth, guys, and it looks pretty decent as well still, and we're using like 8 GB of VRAM, which... But the other says, like overkill says and all that, you're going to be using like 12 or something gigabytes or 14 gigabytes. I don't know. It's just crazy numbers. But of course, with this card, you know, it's the 16 gigabyte model. So you're going to be chilling anyway. But still. Why are these... Like, if you guys played this game, let me know if you're shooting someone and it just doesn't register the shots. Like, you can clearly see that you're hitting them. Doesn't seem to be registering the shots for some reason. Alright guys, so we're in overkill settings. Let me show you that. Overkill settings, and we're playing with FSR native AA, and we are in 1080p now, guys. There you go, 1080p. And I am using a 4K monitor. It's 32-inch, guys, so you know, 1080p doesn't look fantastic on my screen. It looks decent, but you know, it doesn't look... It's literally four times more pixels 4K is, so from 1080p. So you know, it's not going to be looking that amazing, but, you know, it's still playable and still looks decent enough. We're getting 80 FPS as well, and of course, I died instantly. I'm going to be dying. It's just such a fast-paced game, so you're going to keep dying. Of course, we're back now, and yeah, around 80 to 90 FPS. You do want to get more. I'm going to show you guys how much we're going to get with FSR quality, and I'm going to lower the settings later as well to show you guys, you know, what kind of FPS you can expect with lower settings, because I think overkill settings, I don't really recommend them, guys, in this game. Even with the 5090 and 4K, I'm not even using overkill settings. I'm just using ultra to get like 200 FPS. It's just the best way to play. And the game looks practically the same, guys, with, you know, overkill and ultra. It looks basically the same, so, you know, it's just better to get that little FPS bump. And, you know, get the visuals, and especially in a game like this where you do want to get more FPS. Probably about to get tapped in a minute because I don't know where people are. Look at him just laying there. Alright guys, so I'll pop FSR on quality now. And let me show you overkill settings still. And of course, still 1080p. And we're getting 100 FPS. I would want to see more, to be fair. I am going to test ultra later as well. Right, I'm back, guys. And also, I've noticed that VRAM usage. Look at that VRAM usage, guys. 14 gigabytes of VRAM. That is crazy. For fuck's sake, bro. Alright, guys, we're back. Of course, I had to die in the first 10 seconds. But yeah, guys, that VRAM usage is insane. When you use overkill settings on literally 4040p and 4K, you're going to be using like 14 to 50 gigabytes of VRAM, which is of course absolutely insane to be using 40 gigabytes of VRAM and literally 1080p, guys. I don't know. They really do need to do something about this VRAM usage because it's just stupid. 40 gigabytes of VRAM, literally just in 1080p. I know we're using overkill settings, but I think still it's ridiculous. I'm going to try ultra settings in a minute. Probably going to, yeah, let's just go to ultra settings. Right, guys, so I put ultra settings on. Let me show you ultra settings, and we are playing with FSR quality, and we are still in 1080p as well. And we're getting 160 FPS, guys. This is really smooth now. Literally, it feels great. I'm really loving the experience now. I'm not feeling any stutters or anything like that as well. It definitely feels way better than the other settings. And we are only using 8.5 gigabytes of VRAM, so very acceptable now as well. Because before with that 40 gigabytes, it was just ridiculous, I think. We are using less power as well on the GPU from what I'm seeing, but we're not fully utilizing it. So that's probably why we're not using that extra 15 watts. But I think with you do need to have a really strong CPU as well, guys, in this game, because as you guys can see, we're literally using like 60% of the 9070 X3D. So yeah, you do need a really strong CPU in this game. But yeah, I mean, it's running really good. Like, I'm really enjoying this now. Of course, the visuals are not looking crazy on my screen because, like I said before, I'm using a 4K 32-inch OLED. So, yeah, it's not going to look, you know, as good as a native 1080p monitor. But still, I think in 1080p, if you were playing with this card, you'd be really happy with it. And it does look really good still. So, let me try and break this tank. I'm probably going to get, yeah, 2 tanks on me. Right, this is a GG then. How long does it take to get my rockets back? Like, it takes forever to get these rockets. What the hell is going on with this game? Right, let me try and hit him now because we finally got the rockets back. Are you kidding me? I just hit the other parts of that other tank that just broke. We are dropping a little bit now, guys, with all this action. As you guys can see, we are dropping to 120 now. So it really does depend what's going on in the game, really. Look at that guy. He just went flying. There you go. Beautiful. We're actually absolutely tapping all these guys. Of course, now I'm getting hit. The thing is, I am going to get killed. There's too many of them, and I'm not seeing any of my engineers even helping, so I'm probably about to get tabbed. There you go. We're going to shoot that before anything. Yeah. We got tabbed, but guys, honestly, it's so much smoother now. Of course, we are dropping quite a bit of FPS as well. We were dropping a little bit of FPS because it is pretty hectic. As you guys saw, there's literally so much stuff going on, but it's still really smooth though, I have to say. It's still really smooth. Doesn't look that horrible as well, like with ultra settings. So yeah, you really can enjoy yourself. But you do need a really good CPU, guys, for this game, and especially if you want to play in 1080p. Alright, guys, so we're still with ultra settings, and I did put everything on balance now, and of course we're still 1080p here, as you guys can see. We are getting a little bit more FPS. I can't really tell how much because it just keeps fluctuating from, you know, what's going on the screen, like whatever's exploding and stuff. But probably around like 10 FPS more, maybe 15. I don't think we're getting anywhere more than, you know, that. But still, I think it's a pretty decent bomb. Getting 160, 170 FPS. Feels really smooth, guys. Literally, really can't complain. Let's break this. Oh, that tank broke instantly. We sort this guy out. There you go. But yeah, it just feels good, guys. You can't really complain. We used 9 gigabytes, 9.5 gigabytes of VRAM. And of course, I got tapped. Hopefully, this video's not too long. It's definitely going to be long, but I hope it's not like 20 minutes long. I'm going to try and cut out some bits of this video as well, just to not make it like 20 minutes long. I am constantly dying, basically, so there is going to be a lot of cuts in this video. Let me try and get this. Oh, I missed him, bro. Of course, when I'm recording a video, I can't hit anything, but when I'm not recording, I keep hitting these guys. But yeah, honestly, it's just really good performance, guys. I think I'm just going to end the video here because I think, you know, getting 160, 170 FPS and 1080p is more than enough with this card. And it just generally feels really smooth. I don't think there's a point lowering the settings anymore than, you know, we already have. Oh, we just had a stutter there. Oh, okay, of course. Right at the end, we got a stutter. But yeah, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Please drop a like, guys. Drop a comment, you know. Help me out, guys, with that. You know, check out the 9070 XT and the 9070 video. And even the 5070 Ti video in this game as well, if you guys are interested. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.